Hi, my name is Travis Huggins. This is for Anatomy and Physiology 2, Module 6, the assignment. Now, the homework assignment specifically said to record the voice and not video, so I assume they did not want a video of me. So here is just the background of my computer while I read off the actual assignment. So here we go. Let me start off by saying that I find the timing of this assignment to be very uncanny. Just last week, I had 3 of my coworkers who are nutritionists lecturing me that I needed to start using a nutrition app to track my foods. They wanted me to do this because I'm a very active individual. I lift heavy weights about 6 days a week, and I run multiple miles nearly every day as well, as long as I'm able to do so without injury. My coworkers know this, and they were telling me that if I just took the time to count my macros and monitor my nutrition, I could literally have whatever body type I want. The number one reason I work out is because the only therapy that works for me is through working out, and also it's so I can eat whatever I want. Having a truly epic bod through proper nutrition seemed like too much work to me. I did not want to have to learn about how to eat correctly on top of all the schoolwork I have. Lo and behold, this week's assignment. So, an individual's diet is considered healthy when it meets his or her nutritional needs in terms of energy requirement, according to our textbook. And for me, this means that my current diet is not actually well balanced. I have felt lightheaded and fatigued the last few weeks, and monitoring my diet has led me to finally acknowledge that I'm currently in a caloric deficit most days, and that might be why. It is odd because my web search for what it means to have a balanced diet almost exclusively said something like this. A balanced diet provides all the nutrients a person requires without going over the recommended daily caloric intake. Notice the word over, not under. I suppose this makes sense, as most people assume the biggest sign of a poorly balanced diet is weight gain, and the numbers seem to reflect this. According to the World Health Organization, more than or just shy of 2 billion adults worldwide that are 18 or older are overweight, while 462 million are underweight. So that's a pretty huge disparity between the two problems. Nonetheless, I would not quite put myself in the category of someone who is underweight, but I know that I'm losing weight, and the projections of the nutrition app all showed a downward trend if I do not increase my caloric intake. So moving on to the actual daily diary of my food. It didn't have any real surprises for me. I fast most days in the morning, which again leads to, I guess, my caloric deficiency. But I do so because I simply feel better fasting. I think emotionally or mentally kind of gives me a victory of knowing like I was able to abstain from food. But also I just physically feel better. And on top of all that, it makes me significantly hungrier for lunch. I have a very poor sense of smell, and thus don't really enjoy the taste of most foods. I don't eat unless I'm very hungry or the food is very good. So fasting in the morning actually helps me work up an appetite, and then I enjoy my lunch significantly more because of that. After that, most of the lunches I have are generally decently well balanced. I get my carbs usually there. I get some sort of pasta or something, but my wife makes sure that I get a veggie shake, which is extremely healthy. It has things like spinach, Greek yogurt, green tea, berries, bananas, things like that, carrots, whatever I need, or whatever she believes I need in order to keep me alive past the age of 40. So I get a pretty good meal for lunch. It's usually my biggest meal of the day, and I get it around 1 o'clock. From there, each day, I usually go without eating for a little while. I get home, I work out, I start on homework, and then around pretty late, probably later than it should be, I start thinking about food again. Usually it's around 7, maybe even as late as 8 o'clock. And at that point of the day, I try to get my protein in for the day. So on these different days of the week, I show, for example, steak, and then chicken wings, which is kind of silly for me. But yeah, steak and chicken wings are usually the two big ones, along with a vegetable like spinach. If my wife's around, she'll usually make me get another vegetable in. So from there, the only big problems I have, according to the MyFitness app, my diet is actually pretty well balanced. Oh yeah, I actually end the day every night. I always end the day with a protein shake, and it's a vegetable extract protein shake called Orgain. I should do more research than I have. Obviously, putting this in according to my fitness app, it's actually more healthy than I even thought it was, but it's not quite the source of actual protein that I really need. I would get a little bit more if I was just trying to get protein. I would do better to get whey, but I won't switch because I really enjoy the taste of this protein, and I'd rather consistently get a protein that's not quite as efficient for me than get a protein that's very efficient but only drink it every now and again because I hate the flavor. So, moving on to the actual fitness app, I really did have a pretty well balanced diet from what I could tell, but there was one glaring problem, and that is my caloric deficit. I am working out harder than I am consuming calories. I used to keep track of how many calories I'd burn each day, and while I don't think the tracker I use is extremely accurate, I know that I would burn on average about 3,000 calories a day. And the food I've been eating lately, I'm not even close to getting that much. Let me scroll down to yeah. So for example, on Wednesday I had just shy of 2,500 calories. Um, Thursday 2,000 calories. Friday 1,400 calories. Now that day I forgot my lunch and I didn't eat most of the day, and then I didn't eat healthy, but that's still abysmal. If I even had a small workout that day, I had a huge deficit probably. And then finally on Saturday, 2,500 calories. This is probably the biggest benefit to me for this entire project, is being able to look back and realize, oh, this is why lately I have felt dizzy and lightheaded and all these things like that. I am working out and burning far more calories than I'm actually getting, despite the fact that my diet's fairly well balanced. That's what I need to work the most on. So that is my presentation, and moving forward, I'm extremely grateful I was forced to learn about my own nutrition. And I hope I covered everything I needed to with this. Thank you very much.